Okay, so I want to show you what I've done with this edge. So I went ahead and glued this part here, this top part. So now I'm doing the edge. This one was a little rough. So getting it to kind of adhere to the edge. So what I used is I just cut the bottom of a black shirt just in case any stuff got stuck to it. At least it'd be black and it wouldn't really show. So I just laid this kind of across here, try to hold pressure, and then I had my daughter help me kind of just hold it down till it was tacky enough, until it can hold, and then I just kind of would use this on the parts that are still trying to come up. It's not quite set yet, so you know, I can only do a section at a time because doing the whole length of this might have messed up. I don't know, maybe on that next section I'll kind of wait a little longer till it gets a little tackier and then set it on. It might be better. You know, I got some clamps that I can go like this with, like the C-clamps. I have to find something that sits over there. I'm just worried that something will stick to it because this JB Weld stuff's pretty aggressive. But it seems, and I didn't do the 3M tape right here. As I'm going with using this, I feel like this stuff's gonna be pretty strong. So I mean, I don't know, JB Weld is pretty strong stuff. So as it it's sitting down and it's holding, so I keep working it, you know, and hopefully over the 5-minute set time. Then I might also get like a paintbrush and paint some in this crack, go over the top a little bit. I don't know. We'll see how this stuff sets. But I still got to do this side here. I have to buy some more JB Weld. I ran out. Okay, so on this dash cover where it peels, so this dash cover has been sitting for a while because I'm not done with the Hemi swap yet, so I haven't really gotten to doing this. But the last time that you'll see in this video, I tried to clean it. I was cleaning it with the Goo Gone, I think it's called. Let me see. Yeah, Goo Gone. It was working on some of the spots, you know, on the lighter spots, but I still couldn't get, since I was messy with my technique, I couldn't get some of this part still clean. But I'm gonna try some acetone, and hopefully first I'm gonna try it like on a corner right here to see if it doesn't damage it or anything. If I can get all that glue part off, that's fine, and then I can, because it didn't stretch far enough, you can just paint that black. So I'll get back with you on how that looks. Try some acetone. Well, here, I'll just do it real quick. I'm gonna put you down for a sec. That acetone is pretty strong stuff, so I don't want to seep through the material and then mess up the it looked like it did okay. Let's see. You know, this is porous material, so it can get down to the bottom and underneath where the glue is, and other adhesives, even on the spots that were glued. But it definitely works. Seems like it works a lot easier than then the glue gone. Let's see if I can get some of this little more of this off here. It's like completely clean. Let's see. Just the inside there. Add a little more. I have to kind of let it sit on there for a sec. Definitely got some of that off. Let's see right here. Let's verify that before I start. Saying yes, this is the fix. Yeah, it looks like it's getting majority of it off. Some of these thicker areas, you probably just have to kind of let it sit on there. So I'll keep working it and see how it goes. All right, guys. So I tried the acetone. Cut off the majority of it. If anything, it took off the shiny part of what the glue was. I used a Brillo pad white one and then a gray one. Seemed like it seemed to help, but I think I'm pretty satisfied that, you know, even though there's still wrinkles in it from when I glued, but I can't find a replacement. And you know, with this heat in New Mexico, if I buy a new one, it's just going to do the same thing. I mean, because this sun is like a magnifying glass. Even though this place isn't as hot as it is in other places, but the sun is like direct. When it's hitting you, you burn. So anyway, so I'm going to paint this right here. I'm going to use just some black paint I had from Engine Paint. I'm going to spray it just I cleaned it off real good with acetone and a towel. And so I'm just going to spray some paint on it because this part right here where the material shrunk pulled away, and you'll be able to see, you're going to end up being able to see this white part when you get the dash in. So I'm just going to paint all this part. You can see that fiberglass white and blue area. I'm just going to paint it all black, and yeah, so it'll hide. There you go. All right, so yeah, first coat is going to look kind of weird. I don't know if you can see that in the light. About to get a couple coats in there, but just make sure that white is covered up. So when we stick it in, I'll put it in the dash too to let you guys check it out. But I need my hand to hold this and then spray, and I'll get back. Yeah, so the white is now covered. Shouldn't be able to see. It doesn't need to be super perfect, but like those tabs don't need to be covered. I'm gonna stick it on the dash and see what it looks like. Okay, so now you can see it. Now it's not all the way in because I have all the other parts of the dash taken cover, but if you see, you won't see that white from it. Let me see if I can push it in a little bit more so you guys can see. Yeah, see, it'll be more like that. Just a crack of black. Yep. But there we go. It'll cover that little white spot, especially right there where it lifted, right? You're not gonna, I mean, if you came in and inspect, dang it, can you guys even see the reflection? Yeah, so you guys aren't even gonna be able to tell really. Can you guys see? Let's see. Hopefully you guys can see. I can't tell on the camera, but it won't be real noticeable, especially from far away, because before from far away you would see this white, bunch of white, because it peeled back. But hopefully it holds. and I'll be able to close that gap. I'll be able to close the gap more when I get all the bolts and stuff tightened in. I'm gonna take it off just a little bit so the paint can dry more. There we go. Okay, so now you can see it. Now it's not all the way in because I have all the other parts of the dash taken cover, but if you see, you won't see that white from it. Let me see if I can push it in a little bit more so you guys can see. Yeah, see, it'll be more like that. Just a crack of black. Yep. But there we go. It'll cover that little white spot, especially right there where it lifted, right? You're not gonna, I mean, if you came in and inspect, dang it, can you guys even see the reflection? Yeah, so you guys aren't even gonna be able to tell really. Can you guys see? Let's see. Hopefully you guys can see. I can't tell on the camera, but it won't be real noticeable, especially from far away, because before, from far away, you would see this white, bunch of white, because it peeled back. But hopefully it holds, and I'll be able to close that gap. I'll be able to close the gap more when I get all the bolts and stuff tightened in. I'm gonna take it off just a little bit so the paint can dry more. There we go. So here's the finished product of the dash. It still has some wrinkles in it, but driving you don't notice. Let me I can't show you through the windshield because there's just a big glare, so hopefully I can catch it. So that about right there is where it gets the gap is worse, but I mean, it was cheaper than taking it to an upholstery shop, and it looks good enough. You really don't notice it unless you're looking through the windshield to try to find it, you know, but looks good enough to me. For me, what would I have done different? Maybe I would have tried, I've gotten it, because at the time I didn't have a heat gun. Maybe I would have tried a heat gun, and then with some upholstery spray, like a glue spray, instead of that JB Weld like plastic bond stuff, because maybe I would have made less of a mess. But you can't really see where the glue got on it because I got it all off anyway. But I think maybe, see the cat. I think maybe that's probably it, you know. I would have done different. If I'd have had more money, I would have just taken it to an upholstery shop and had them replace it. But the interior wasn't meant to be that. It was just meant to fix some of the flaws best I could. So that's the conclusion. I mean, hopefully you guys can see that there. But it worked good enough. Hopefully it helps you guys out or give you guys some ideas. So until next video, like, subscribe.